And we're off. And we're off and we're ready and we're going. Let me do the... let me do
Ignore your fucking wife.
Very nice. Speak so I can know that we're getting picked up.
Check.
Very nice.
Check.
Speak so I can know that we're getting picked up.
Check.
Yeah, this is working. Oh, I turned the light off and it's super dark. Floating face. It kind of looks cool. All right. Week 2 in the books. Week 2 in the books. Week 2 is in the books. Let's in the conscious of, since we don't bookmark when we talk about what, we'll go in order from Thursday night. So Thursday night. Let's go score. No thank you. NFL. I would like to go to games, scores. Here we go. Week 2, Thursday night. Oh shit. Okay. Forgot about that. Thursday night football, Amazon. Al Michaels. Is it time for him to retire? Let's start with that. Did you see the clip of people shitting on him for sounding terrible? It's actually been happening for a couple
I did see a little clip of him not sounding enthused enough.
Yeah, that's been the meta for a while, where people have been talking shit about how him just sounding super out of it. I think it's like when you've been at a job for so long, you kind of forget that you're not doing your job correctly. Especially when I'm sure no one's gonna tell him like, hey man, like you sound bad, like you need to do better, you know, maybe because he's like the OG. But yeah, he's yeah, here we go. I found the clip.
Pass to the outside, wide open, inside the 10. And James Cook takes it in.
Thing is the game's 0-0 too. It's not even like it's, you know, this game did end up being a blowout.
I see no. I don't hear an issue with that.
You really? I think it's like
you just said it. It's the first.
No, exactly. So this is exciting.
0-0.
It's 0-0.
If he did this and it's 20-20 with this 3 seconds left, last play of the game, and
okay, well,
like that,
yeah, también.
then I'd have an issue. But
really?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what if let's do another one then? Let's do another one. See how many of these we could do.
10.
The game's a blowout. I'd be pissed
Steps up, throws deep downfield, caught, and that's the rookie Addison for the touchdown.
I don't hear an issue.
Third and
Really? I guess when you compare it to other people, it's like dude, like there's the other dude, I forget his name, but he's so excited for everything, and he's just constantly being like, oh, like right, like 31 touchdown.
Are you mad he's not going? I don't know, Jim.
Nah, I mean, okay, think of it this way. You're driving in your car. I know this isn't the meta anymore, but like you're driving in your car, or not even that. You're at home and you're cooking and you have the game on. Like, are you even noticing that something's happening based off this play?
wide open inside the 10.
Yeah, wide open inside the 10.
But wouldn't you like hear for like excitement, like, oh my god, no one's gonna catch the 10, the 5. I don't. I mean.
Play it again. Watch.
Pass to the outside, wide open inside
Wide
the
open.
10. And James Cook.
And James
takes
Cook.
it in.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't pass the like, oh, I hear something good's happening. Let me
And the context of the game matters as well. Again, like I said, if he's doing this last play of the game, 4th down, comes down to this play, and he's sounding like that, then I could see why.
Yeah, I mean that's like the extreme.
Have an issue with that.
That's an extreme case.
And then your other example was 7-27, Eagles, Minnesota from last year.
Yeah, I think Minnesota came back and won that game. No. But regardless, it's like something exciting's happening. Like, sound more excited. He's just kind of like speaking what's happening. He's just narrating what's happening. You need to have some like, you know who does a good job, like Joe
Who's his partner? Is it? It's Al Michaels.
That guy sucks too. Kirk Herbstreit, the college guy.
Oh no, I like both. I'm a fan of both.
Nah, he's like
I'm a fan of Herb Street
he's
as
not.
well.
Herbstreit is kind of like, he's not I guess he's not as bad as Booger was, but like, and even I guess Booger wasn't that bad either. But like, he just doesn't really give like good insight, I feel. And even Tom Brady gives pretty decent insight. But
You're not
he's
watching
just
Kirk Herbstreit games, bro. No, you're bugging.
I do. I've watched every Thursday game. He's been doing it for the past, this is his.
And you don't take something away from him breaking something down?
Not really. I mean, I just think it's like, maybe it's the combo of him and Al Michaels, but I think it's like, for it being Amazon and the amount of money they spend and how good the UI is and everything, like, I feel like there's like, you know what would have been a good pickup, since like Greg Olson. I mean, I don't think this could have happened because of contracts, but Greg Olson was doing really good last year, and if they would have, since Tom Brady was going to Fox and he was going to get pushed to like the shittier games, they should have just like offered Greg Olson a shitload of money. You know what I mean? I feel like Greg Olson is like too good, like color guy, like exciting, gets excited, like, and like a good like young guy. Cause like, okay, that's the thing with Tom Brady too. Like, Tom played with a lot of these dudes still, you know, even though he retired like 2 years ago or a year ago. Like Greg Olson also, you know, they know these dudes. That's what kind of gets like annoying with the Fox guys, or is it Fox? Where it's like fucking Terry Bradshaw and all these other dudes like breaking down the game. It's like, all right, like at the same time, it's like back in your day, like you threw 10 passes a game. Like,
No, yeah.
I don't need you to tell me what it's like to be Ben Roethlisberger at 40 years old throwing 40 passes. You know what I mean? You don't know what that's like. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, but we digress. Anyway, so yeah, fucking Dolphins game. Dolphins were supposed to be good this year. I think a lot of us had them being good. It was, I would say, McDaniel's third year. It's the start of his third year. And they were kind of getting blown out. Tua was making a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of turnovers. Actually, it'll just tell me if I press this. No. Whatever. Here we go. Interception. Bills touchdown. Dolphins touchdown. Punt. Another interception. Field goal. Punt. Touchdown. Turnover on downs. Field goal. End of the half. I think Tua got hurt like somewhere in the third. Yeah. So the game was already getting out of hand. And then Tua just straight runs into Damar Hamlin of all people. Straight into his freaking knee, or his like thigh or quad.
His arm.
Is it his arm?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there you go. Yep. Arm, bicep, and he does the whole thing again. He does the same, like, kind of like, it cuts here, but yeah, the stiffening concussion thing. And now everyone's talking about how he should retire already after what, playing for 4 years, 5 years. What do you
think?
I mean, okay. I don't know, but this is what I feel like we should have more. We should have more science on this, and I'm not sure why we don't. But
what do you mean?
It's like people box, right? There's boxing, there's UFC. Like, people watch this game, right, and they're like, "Oh my God, Tua should retire," and then they fucking watch UFC and boxing on the weekend on Saturday, and dudes are just getting like super knocked. There's a girl who had like her whole face split in half, which I mean that's not the same thing, but regardless, like, people were just getting super pounded in the face over and over, in the head, getting knocked out. Like, I'm sure when dudes get knocked out in boxing, like, you can't see them do the whole fucking throwing up gang sign shit because they got gloves on, but they're like, it's the same. It's like the same shit. It's or similar,
Mhm.
So like that's what I would want to know is what's the like the science behind that? Like how can boxers box but and be okay? And it's like, so then what's the science behind football players? Like I'm imagining in boxing is like what, you fight twice a year, but you're getting like straight punches to the head for at least until you either get knocked out or go like what, 12
Yeah,
times
and that
2.
doesn't account for sparring during the camps and stuff like that too.
Exactly. And then like in football, like yeah, Tua's a rare example because he's gotten like what, 3 concussions, 4 concussions. But like
Mhm.
I think who do they say gets the most, like linebackers and like defensive and offensive linemen probably, are like
Oh yeah,
constantly bumping heads.
offensive, defense, and offensive lineman.
That they're like, they're like straight rams hitting each other in the head. So that, but like if you're a quarterback, there's a chance, if you're a quarterback, there's a chance you could get hit in the head a lot if you're getting sacked a lot. But there's also a chance that like you got tackled but you landed on your body, or you just got thrown, or like for this week you didn't really take a head blow. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I just wish there was like more, because it's like that's where I draw like that's where I have like this. I'm not sure what it is, because it's like, yeah, I mean it sucks to was small and he's taking a lot of punishment, but it's like at the same time it's like, well, but what about boxing, or what about other sort of shit? So like, is that okay, or like how does this work, or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of research, I'm sure, that I know that they're doing. Pat McAfee does a good job having one of the NFL doctors come in. That's literally his job for the NFL, is to, his team is supposed to do all the concussion, how to prevent,
Protocol.
yeah, all that stuff. He has that guy on his show a few times, and there's mad science behind that, and there's a whole team dedicated for literally this exactly. So that's the people Tua needs to listen to, and if they don't think he should play again, and medically he's not able to, and he shouldn't for his future, then he shouldn't. I think
Yeah.
it's a doctor's thing. It's a medical
Or like take a
doctor's
whole year off.
decision.
Like
I
just
think it's a not why, and then come back and still bang your head again for what?
I don't know.
No, one year you can't. You just taking 1 year off and then
I also
not
feel like
gonna.
I also feel like I feel like the reason they don't have like more science, or like they don't talk about these things more too, is because like if they really looked into it more, it would be like, nah, we shouldn't be playing football. You know what I mean? Like football's not good, or like we shouldn't be boxing. We shouldn't be doing these things because it's like super fucking people up. And I mean, which makes sense. It's like that's your whole product. Is like fools running full speed at each other. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like you're landing on turf or you're landing on the grass. It's like you're still landing on the ground. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I
The
see dudes jump up and just land on their back, I'm like, that's insane.
oh
I
yeah,
in my head I'm like,
for
oh
sure.
damn, that looks cool. But I'm like, realize like for some reason I just don't account for like how much that hurt. Just like being super high up and then like landing full speed to the ground.
Yeah.
So
Also, like for a quarterback, and obviously Tua would be the example. You just you just can't do that. What Tua did, like protect yourself. You just can't do that. The quarterbacks need to also take that, keep that in mind as well. Learning how to slide. People
yeah,
that needs to be more of a like a thing.
yeah. Here it is for he'll be at minimum 4 games. Um, yeah. I mean,
Especially with Tua's track record. He should already,
yeah.
coming out from last year and his previous, he should automatically in his head, no matter what, I'm sliding.
I mean, he was supposed to. He or no, not he's supposed to. He did.
Will be making the decisions about
Oh,
his
wrong one.
playing.
Sorry. Did I? No, that was the right one. I'm sorry. Here, just this is a better angle on the. Yeah, he was supposedly like went to jiu-jitsu class to learn how to fall or some shit.
No, yeah, which is
Here it is.
cool,
Here's the play.
perfect. That jujitsu doesn't help you with this.
But it's
No,
like, just look at this
slide,
play.
cuz.
when you're zoned out, like when you're zoomed out, it just looks way worse. It's like you could have slid. You're down a lot. Like you're not putting your body on the line this way is like. Yeah. So. Um. Yeah. So I mean, Dolphins look like they're cooked. I think they signed this guy off the practice squad of the Ravens. I mean, it's either him or Skylar Thompson. I don't remember. Or is Tannehill on the team? Or maybe Tannehill. I'm not sure, but I mean, someone that's like. I mean, this guy won a couple games for the Ravens, so maybe he could pull it off. I'm not sure, but yeah, the Dolphins might be cooked here. Let me actually let me pull up week 1. Did I save it? I did, right? Is it?
Yeah, on the flip side, Josh Allen looked nice. He's not throwing the ball to Keon Coleman, which pisses me off. But it looks
Yeah,
like that Shakur kid seems to be his favorite. Him and the tight
Shakir.
ends. Him and the tight ends seem to be his go-tos. Obviously, James Cook out of the backfield, but yeah,
It looks
we'll see.
like yeah. So for the Dolphins, we're gonna have to put them. I mean, it's looking dire. I don't know. I do, let's just do the Bills first, because the Bills the Bills looked. You're right. They looked. They look good. The defense looked good. They were able to contain Tyreek for the most part. I mean, most of the offense didn't do much. So if anybody was going against Tyreek in fantasy, I think he did pretty like 2 catches. I think I don't even remember. So Bills. I think we had them in playoffs last week. I think I need to see it more.
Yeah, we definitely got to see more. The Jets still exist. They're still
Yeah, well,
two games under their
I
belt.
think I think the Bills are trending up while the Jets are trending down. Is what I'll say.
Yeah.
But we'll
We
cross that
still
bridge
gotta
when
see
we
what
get
the
there.
Jets are.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I would
Bills
say
seem like they're in the driver's seat for sure.
yeah,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
we're putting them in this playoffs question mark. We're putting them in the absolute front of this
Yeah.
because I think these are the teams we had there last week. We had Eagles, Bills, Texans, Dolphins, Cowboys, and Buccaneers. Out of all those teams, not including any other teams that we're going to look at and might put in this category, but just based off last week, I think from all of those teams, they probably look the best. Well, the Bucks beat the Lions, but I feel like that's the Lions more shitting the bed. So, all right, Bills, Dolphins, 1-1. They're 1-1. Could have lost to the Cardinals. Almost lost to the Cardinals. Was it the Cardinals
Yeah.
last week? 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So yeah, without Tua, I mean, I don't know if McDaniel can make it work with another quarterback. Again, yeah, you're like you said, they have the Bills, the Jets, and the Patriots, who are apparently are not gonna tank this year. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to cross them off, or do you want to just put them right above the cross off?
Yeah, that's fine right there.
So how have the mighty fallen? They have fell 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. Let's go back.
Losing your quarterback will do that.
Yeah. Okay, the next game on this list is Raiders Ravens. So we'll do that. Ravens last week were in the no doubter zone. after losing to the Chiefs, but they are now 0-2. 0-2 teams to from 1990 to 2023, 274 teams have started 0-2. Only 31 teams have made the playoffs, or 11.3% of teams. The latest accomplishers of this feat have been the Bengals in 2022, and Texans in 2023. This is not even what I was looking for. Because the playoffs changed, right? When did they change? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I think it was last year or the year before.
With what would he call it? New system? New.
There's no way. There's
There had. These motherfuckers, I swear to God. I saw it on. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter or if I heard it in a podcast, but somebody was talking about how. Here we go. 17 game era. That's what I was looking for. Okay. With a bunch of teams getting ready to be 0-2 or 2-0 after today, I wanted to see what has meant in terms of where teams end up after the season, undefeated or winless after 2 games. I only looked up the 17 game era. Here are the results. Teams that started 0-2, average win-loss record 6.3 or 10. Best record for the year after a 2-0 start, Bengals. 2022 2-4, Texans 23 10-7. Oh, they mean 0-2 start. Only 9.5% made the playoffs. 2 out of 21, and 19% ended above 500. So in that 17 game era, in these past, so what? That's 3 years. Only, where the fuck is it at? 9. So 10%. You have a 10% chance. Teams that started 2-0. Average record 10.2, 6.8. Worst record after for the year after a 2-0 start, Commanders 4-13, Panthers 5-12. 77.3. So say you have a 77% chance to make the playoffs if you're 2-0. Teams that missed: 2021 Broncos, 21 Panthers, 2023 Falcons, Commanders, and Saints. Oh, the fucking Saints last year. Shit. And then 75% is above 500. Okay, so Ravens are 0-2. And the fucking Bengals are 0-2. And I was gonna say the fucking 49ers, but that was just. So the Ravens have lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Raiders. Bow. And have your Cowboys up next.
Oh, those next 5 games are insane for them.
And then they have the Bills, who are hot. Who do the Bills have? The Bills have the Jaguars, who look like crap. So, I mean, it's looking real scary hours for the Ravens right now. But they have to beat your team. I think if they go 0-3, they won't.
Yeah, that's a huge game. That's a huge
game. So, did you watch the Raider game? Did you watch highlights?
No.
It was like, well, the Raiders' first half sucked. Let's go to game details. I don't know if you saw the footage of like Max Crosby like telling Gardner Minshew to like man the fuck up, stop being a bitch. He like pulled him to the side and straight up was like, "Stop being a bitch."
Pull up that clip, bro. That's not what he said.
I don't know what he said, but
I think it was more.
I watched it in real time.
It's definitely. It was definitely an encouraging.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
guarantee you it was.
Yeah, it was encouraging. I'm not saying that as like he was saying it as being mean to him. I
Oh,
just mean
no.
like he was just telling him like, "You're playing scared." Like, fucking, you know.
I
Man up.
guarantee you didn't say that either.
But maybe he
They're
didn't say that, but he was playing scared.
They're
He was
professionals,
playing
dog.
scared.
Hey, I got you.
He was
The
playing
best player
scared.
on this field right now. I got you.
Saying, look, we got you. We
That's how
got
you
your
do
back.
it.
Don't worry about it. You
Yeah,
got to
I
go get
love
him next
this.
time.
Max Crosby is one of my favorite players,
that's
bro.
came off the field and saying, look, we got you.
He just
We
went
got your
that
back.
much
Don't worry
more
about it. You got to go
on
get him
top-
next time.
On top of that list.
Yeah, I mean, that's came off.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, bro.
This is okay. This is a good moment as you why I love the Raiders. I love these two a lot. He turned around at attention. Oh, I think Devontae said what he said, or did Minshew say what he said? I think Minshew said what he said. Where the fuck? Anyway, so pretty much, first half of the game, it's the same offense that played against the Chargers. Just kickoff, 8-yard sack, 2-yard pass, 2-yard run, punt. Kickoff, 2-yard run, 6-yard pass, 4-yard pass, 6-yard pass, 8-yard sack. And literally from the moment that Max Crosby told him like, hey, like you need to like man up or do something, he had that in him to like, and credit out to the OC also. I think I'm not okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was, but either in the first half, get the OC or whoever was calling the plays was calling plays, and Minshew was just doing the checkdowns, or in the second half, the play caller was calling better plays, and Minshew was delivering because of that. I don't know what it was, but I'm willing to the way I would like to view it is that Max told Minshew to stop playing scared and to just go out and sling it. And I think that's what he did. Like he literally was the second half. He was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna lose anyway. I might as well start throwing the fucking ball all over the field." You know what I mean? And that's literally what happened. And he went out there and he was throwing the ball. And I think a big part of it also was Bowers. Bowers, top tight end right now in the NFL. Our rookie that we got because the Falcons drafted Penix. I think the Cowboys, the Raiders were gonna get Penix. I think everybody kind of guessed that because we didn't have a quarterback, and there was a couple plays where Minshew said this in an interview. I'm trying to find it in the locker room where he was like, I saw Bowers out there, so I threw it to him. And sure enough, Bowers was just out there catching the ball and doing Gronk-like things, just running in space and untackable. And yeah, he was
amazing he is out there. He had another big week helping you out, 9 grabs, 98 yards. I would love to hear from both of you, Devontae, and just like, you just don't see that from rookies in this league.
Well, I don't ever like to put any expectation on a young player, but I mean the type of type of kid that he is, I mean, he literally only cares about football, and he shows some promise of looking like this guy that's on the screen with us right now. Honestly, I don't want to do that to him or downplay what he's done, because he's one of the best to ever do it, and I
She's so
totally
bad.
mean that. But
He's
this young player is on a different level for a rookie, and I think Baltimore got a chance to feel that a little bit.
You know, I agree with that, Devontae. I mean, Brock Bowers, I was a big fan of him when he was with Georgia. The guy's a winner. The guy's a playmaker. Whenever the ball's thrown to him, I love his explosiveness after the catch. And I feel like he's on track, you know, to be better than myself. I mean, I don't think he can, you know, dominate in the trenches the way I dominated in the trenches, but just overall as a pass-catching tight end, I think he can surpass me in many situations. I mean, he already has 15 catches, the most by any rookie of all time in their first 2 games as a tight end. So shout out to Brock Bowers. I'm a big fan. I can't wait to, you know, continue watching him.
and here.
Minshew escapes. Now throwing deep to Bowers at the 5. And Bowers still going. Brock Bowers.
And that honestly,
forces his way down to the 1.
that was a touchdown. I don't know why they didn't call it, and I don't know why they didn't review it, but that was a touchdown. But anyway, you see that here, Minshew escapes the pocket. It's like a broken play. I think Bowers is coming back towards him because he sees it's a broken play, and he just threw it up to him. And so this was happening. Devontae, he just kept throwing to Devontae. Devontae had a bunch of crazy catches too. He had that one that like went viral, where he toe tapped the shit out of the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. I feel like last year when I would search shit on Twitter, it would just pop up way easier. And now when I search shit, it's like, oh, do you mean Adams, like the guy who like Mayor Adams? Like, no, man. My algorithm should know that I'm not. There you go. Insane.
Yes, sir. Yeah, look, I'm looking.
18
at your
receptions to
27 yards rushing total.
yeah. So
How do you expect? I mean, props to Gardner Minshew. 30 completions, 38 attempts.
yeah,
Pretty efficient.
ranks in first.
good
Ranks.
work.
So the story
That's
with
good
Gardner
work.
Minshew.
That's with no running game. What do you want from him? What do
Th-
you want from him? He
so-
got sacked 5 times.
So this is the thing with Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, I forgot where the fuck he was playing quarterback in college, but then he ended up going to Washington to play for I don't know what. I think some coach that he already knew. And when he went to Washington, he was it Washington? I don't want to get this right. God damn it, Minshew. He actually I think led the league or led the whatever the fuck his conference in passing yards. Yeah, so where'd it go? Washington State. Pac-12. Minshew was named Pac-12's Offensive Player of the Year and Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award for his performance in Washington. He finished in 5th place in Heisman Trophy voting behind Kyler Murray. I didn't even know this. He was 5th place in Heisman Trophy. That's crazy.
Will Greer. That's crazy.
Can I get? I could have sworn he broke like so. Anyway, he was just throwing the ball a lot. So this motherfucker can throw it. You know what I mean? He's for sure a throwing. Yeah, 4,000 yards, 70% completion, 38 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Like he could throw it for sure, you know. And yeah, our running game was not good, and there's people on Twitter fucking breaking down Raiders tape, being like, "Oh, look at how bad the Raiders' offensive line or our running back is." They were like talking shit on Zamir White because he's like not reading the holes correctly and stuff like that. But honestly, I just think it's like the Ravens' defense or they're supposed to be better at run defense. I don't think they were last year, but they're supposed to be better. But I mean, I don't know. They just were able to pull it off.
Run game last week.
pretty bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I that's your issue.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your issue all year.
Oh, show the touchdown. Fuck you guys. Anyway, and then the RPO on the touchdown to Devontae was pretty sick.
That's hilarious. They fall for an RPO
Yeah, they did the RPO.
when they're rushing for not even 20, 30 yards. And you're gonna fall for the run.
So and then also we were taking advantage of the momentum we were getting because we were cutting it close. This is just a crazy car. Can we take a second to appreciate 311 pounds Christian Wilkins jumping over 6'5" Max Crosby? This team's energy is unmatched. I'm trying to find the sack. I don't know why the fuck I can't find it.
Saying two-headed monster in the front right there.
Yeah, like where the fuck is it? Just give it to me, please. Okay, here it is. Found it.
Losses for this organization in the entire NFL. And a give to Henry, and he is stuffed again. Play action. Crosby's coming. He got a hand on it. Jackson, here comes the pressure, and guess who? Max Crosby! Potentially getting the perfect look.
That's good work, man.
So after that last sack was in here. Is this not in here? There we go. Kickoff, 9-yard sack, Max Crosby. So this is when we cut it to. This is when we tied it. This is when we tied it.
It was already 23.
So we tied it here. Kickoff, and then immediately Max Crosby sack. Run for no gain, 3-yard pass, punt. They give it back to us. We go 8-yard run, 8-yard pass, 1-yard run, 4-yard run, 2-yard run. Field goal, Daniel Carlson. So I mean, this is why Minshew was like my favorite quarterback outside of the Raiders when he was with the Jags, because he did do decent, I think, in his rookie year. And then I always liked him because he's like a funny guy. He fucking looks hilarious. Like, this guy has a fucking mullet and rocks like the fucking Tom Selleck mustache. But I do think that like he was good last year because he was with a good head coach over there at the Colts. And I mean, honestly, if they just keep playing like this, I mean, I'm way more interested in this kind of playing than like, I don't know, I guess sucking boringly. You know what I mean? And it kind of is like the way like Joe Flacco played on the Browns last year. Like, yeah, he threw like 3 interceptions, but their defense was so good that.
I want to know what they had. Want to know what they had though?
Who?
Nick Chubb.
Last year?
Backfield.
They didn't have Nick Chubb last year.
Or they had a resemblance of a running game though.
Yeah, but
yeah, he probably got.
Yeah,
hurt,
I mean,
he got way more help.
Yeah, I do think.
Than Minshew's gonna get.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Browns do have a better team, but or they did last year when they had Joe Flacco. But I'm just saying, I'd rather play that way and play like just either stinging it a lot and then just trying to work off play action by like maybe trying to run if you can or whatever. But like that's way better than just like run, incompletion, punt. You know what I mean? And
I think this game, based off what I'm seeing here on the stats, this game seemed like it came down to.
And the Ravens fucked up too.
I think
it's not
more
like
so the Ravens.
Yeah.
Then losing to a team with 27 total rushing yards is like that just can't happen.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, the Raiders cannot win games.
Derrick Henry, 84 for 18.
By running 27 yards total.
Yeah.
Raiders are not going to win that many games like that. So.
Lamar only had 45 yards rushing, 5 carries. Yeah, I mean,
This-
all the Ravens
Lamar
are.
Jackson, 21 and 34 passing, 1-1, 247. Like,
Yeah,
and this guy has
yeah.
two
They
MVPs,
look
man.
bad. They look bad. They look bad. I don't know. They kind of just like froze up in the second half. So I don't know. Tucker also missed 2 field goals. He missed one here, and he missed one.
Damn. That's
He-
6 points right there. Wow.
He missed. He missed. They were kind of far though, but he still missed. He normally makes those. Let's see. Field goal, no good. 56-yard field goal, no good. Oh, I guess he only missed 1. I thought he missed 2. Yeah. So So yeah, Raiders. We have them in this. I think we'll just keep them here for now. But I'll put them in front. I'll put them at the front. This defense was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this game way more, obviously, because we won.
Defense to watch for sure.
I had a lot more fun watching this game than the Charger game. The Charger game was killing me softly, and that's another thing too. Is like we could this like if we just played aggressive like this against the Chargers, we would have beat the Chargers. Like we could have beat the Chargers. We could have easily been 2-0 right now. But I just feel like they were just, you know what I mean? They were just trying too hard to like work within the system or like I don't know what. And it's like, do you have Devontae? Throw to him 20 times. Like how many targets did he get? Receiving 12 targets. Like that's exactly.
Yeah, it needs to be double digits every time.
Exactly. And I don't think he had that many the first week. You know what I mean? So yeah, 12, Brock Bowers 9, like
Brock Bowers got to be double digits too.
like come on. So yeah. It's looking scary for the Ravens. So like I pulled up in the beginning, the 0-2 start. It's not good, and they got the Cowboys, who are coming off a not so good loss. So
Playoffs question mark Ravens.
yeah, but they're gonna probably go. Yeah. I mean, if I had to have faith in a team coming back from 0-2, it would probably be the Ravens. Let's see what else is here.
Chargers, Panthers.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the 10 a.m. games.
Yeah, that should be right next to it.
Yeah, Chargers, Panthers. I didn't watch much of this game. Also, I'm not gonna watch the Panthers this year, so Panthers cross off.
Fair enough.
Chargers, I'm gonna put them in frisky because I mean they're frisky. That's just what they are. They got Jim Harbaugh, they got the quarterback, and they got the O line.
Let's touch on the news today.
Yeah.
Bryce Young getting benched. Second game of the season, 0-2. Bold move by I think it's David Canales, the head coach.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Too soon? Bust? Is he cooked? Is he done? Career's over?
Honestly, they should just
What's
trade
going
him.
on?
They should trade him to the Dolphins.
No, okay.
They should trade like.
Okay, but is he done though? Like you get traded.
You're asking me for a prediction.
And I'm asking you, what do you think if you think Bryce Young can go somewhere else and be good? That's what I'm asking.
I think. You know me. I'm a big head coaching matters guy. So I think if he were to go somewhere where they could take advantage of him, or play, I think a style of offense that he can work with.
I need to read something.
But the thing is like how do they like I don't know. I see highlights of him playing in college, and he looks like Kyler Murray to me in a way. You know what I mean? Look, that's why it kind of like maybe not with like as good of an arm. I think Kyler Murray's faster and probably has a better arm, but like
way faster and way better arm. Yep.
But I mean, regardless, it's like you can. How are you gonna go from 1-1, first round, first pick, to just 0? You know what I mean? And it's like.
I got you.
Like
I
this
got
makes
you.
the
Let me read
Panthers look
something, man.
fucking stupid because it's like if you're gonna pick someone,
I'm gonna
you
get
gotta
to
know
that.
you gotta know what you're picking and put and figure out like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick this guy not because he's like, it's like he's not a Swiss Army knife. You know what I mean? Like if you're picking if you're picking someone who has very specific skill set, then you gotta work towards that specific skill set.
I got you. Let me read something real quick, and it
All right, you gonna
perfectly
read it out
goes
loud
with
or are you gonna
what
send
you
it to
just
me?
said. Yeah. I'm gonna read it out loud. This
Okay,
is
read it.
from Michael Lombardi. I love this dude when he talks football. He talks football. I'm all in. Listen,
Yeah, go ahead.
he goes, when you spend the first overall pick for a player and give up DJ Moore and a 2023 first and second round pick along with the 2024 first and 2025 second, you don't draft expectation. Okay?
Yeah.
Young is slight, short, and small. And more importantly, he plays small.
Yeah.
He didn't play small in college, but pro football is far from college. Young
Yeah.
struggles to see down the field, doesn't have the arm power to drive the ball when the pocket gets tight.
Yeah.
So that's it. But that right there,
Yeah.
it is put perfectly when it comes. Hold on. He goes. What?
That's a bar.
One reason to. He talks about the draft, and this makes the Carolina look stupid, right here. One reason to have a grading scale in college or a grading system in the college draft is to prevent taking players early that don't meet the required size. Grading systems force the evaluator to follow protocols of the standards set by teams for the position. When a player doesn't meet the standard, he becomes the exception. And the object of the grading system is to avoid exceptions.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Like not
Yeah, so
everyone's gonna
going
be
with what you
fucking.
just said, it makes the Panthers look like idiots, bro.
Yeah. Like if you're like he said, if you're gonna give up all that stuff, you're gonna go with the sure thing, the fucking golden bullet, right? You're not gonna go with like, ooh, but like it's like I don't know. It's just
You're describing the guy who went second overall.
yeah, which is like, and even I don't even know. It's just the thing is that like everybody, like this is the other thing too. This is the other thing why I hate like listening to draft shit. Well, I don't hate it, but like it can get annoying because motherfuckers like the craziest people get talked into being picked in the first round, right? Like Will Levis, for example. Remember, people were saying, scouts are saying that maybe Will Levis could probably go first overall. Like, Deshaun Kaiser, like, he might, I know he only played at blah blah blah, but Daniel Jones went 7th. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but everybody was like, Bryce is the first overall pick. Like, he's the first. Let's see if I could find. I'm gonna go. What would I look up? Bryce Young draft. Let's just put draft. Just see. Who is this? These random guys.
To the podium now. The pick is in for the first selection of the 20.
There we go.
Bryce Young.
Hey.
Congratulations to Bryce Young, and congratulations. It's funny. This has been a debate over the course of the last several months because it takes several months leading up. But other than the size, does anyone have a single concern about Bryce Young being elite? Let me use that. I'm going to use the word elite.
No. Talk about the intangibles that he brings to the game. He's able to operate from the pocket. He can get out on the edge. I love the fact that when he improvises, right? He's improvising to still look and keep his eyes downfield to throw the football, not to run. That's his last resort. But you look at, understanding what coverages are coming. I see the game against Texas when they brought that corner cat blitz. The corner came on a blitz. And the instincts to get out of it and make a play. Also, if you need a touchdown and you're down 6 points, out of all these quarterbacks in the draft, I want Bryce Young. What I seen him do against the Auburn Tigers 2 years ago, what I seen him do against Georgia's #1 defense in the SEC championship game 2 years ago, what I seen him do this season without the high-class wide receivers of the tight ends was phenomenal in my eyes. He showed me that he's a guy that's ready for this #1 overall draft pick.
Andy,
Thanks for watching.
To you, there will not be another quarterback that's below 6 foot go #1 overall again. Never. This is it. This was it right here.
It'll happen. It'll happen probably.
Off of what I just read, that part.
Yeah, but people are
with the
stupid.
exception-
Is what you have to.
with
Is what you have to realize.
No, I understand that, but the NFL also takes notes. That's not gonna happen again. Below 6 foot. Yeah, you turn on the tape and everything those guys said was right. Everything he did in college was nuts.
Yeah.
And what he showed was nuts. And he probably had the weakest core of receivers that Alabama had ever had.
Yeah, I mean he has a
When
pretty
he was
weak
there, they didn't
right
win a
now
chip.
with
They
the
didn't win a
Panthers.
chip when he was there.
Yeah.
So, but he put stuff on film that scouts thought was, but again, the exception of, yo, homie, again, pro football is not college. And yeah, you can do that at 5'10", behind a 5-star O-line that Nick Saban's gonna recruit. What happens when you don't have 5 stars on your O-line and you go to the worst team in the league, drafting you first overall? It's not gonna work like that. So that's what I'm saying. I think the chances are close to 0 for another team to take a quarterback that's as small. It maybe under 6 foot, but at least they're 200 pounds.
Yeah.
But for a 5'10", not even a $190, there's no way that happens again, bro.
Yeah, I'm
No
like
way.
180.
Yeah, I looked up Baker Mayfield. As soon as I read this earlier, I was like, Baker Mayfield's 6'1", I believe. Lamar 6'2". Kyler Murray's 5'10", but he moves.
Baker Mayfield was like 5'11". I didn't know he was that tall.
Well, according to Google, he's 6'1". But Kyler Murray, he's 5'10" as well. But
Yeah.
homie moves so quick, so you can't even compare that to a Bryce Young. His arm is not even comparable to Bryce Young, or Bryce Young doesn't match up to what Kyler Murray has. So I don't know. Yeah.
I think
what I'm trying to say is I think he's cooked. I think wherever he goes, he's a bust, bro.
Nah. I mean, yeah. As of right now, he's a bust for sure. As of right now, he's for sure a bust.
Yeah.
So you think the Panthers are giving up on him? He's done. Like he's.
How do you turn back to this kid and this front office and this coaching staff have no loyalty to them? They talk about that all the time. Oh, we didn't draft you. We can just get you out of here. No problem. So that probably is in play too. So
but
I think it's
the
whatever.
But it's the owner who I remember, wasn't it Frank Reich? Frank Reich wanted CJ.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner was like, "No, Bryce." And like now that they're benching him,
that too. Yeah, the owner looks like a fool for sure.
So do you think the owner's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, fuck it, let's get rid of him. I fucked up," or like? I saw a Pat McAfee.
I think he has to, dude.
I saw a Pat McAfee thumbnail with the Dolphins and the Raiders in it, and Bryce Young primarily for sure.
I mean, I don't do that. I don't. I hope the Raiders don't do that.
I'd be down. Fuck it, why not? If they're like what a 5th round pick, 2 5ths, 27 and 28, and just keep them in the. I mean, fuck it, who cares? I don't know.
With your sorry offensive coordinator and no run game, that's
true. But we have a better offensive line than the Panthers do. We have a better offensive line.
Yeah,
and we have Devontae.
Look over
Devontae be getting open.
Lineman.
Yeah.
You can't even see Devontae.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I feel bad because I feel like it's just honestly, I think the Panthers are just gonna suck for a very long time. And he got cooked in this blender of like bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I would like to happen is like, who's the best head coach right now? Offensive head coach? Would you say?
I would say Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, me too. I also think that. I wish we could like just press a button and just have him like start for the night. I just want to see what it would look like if like we just pressed the button and Brock Purdy transferred all his knowledge of the playbook to Bryce Young, and we could just see what that would look like. Because I do feel like there's an alternate universe where he gets like, I don't know.
Kyle Shanahan will only let him throw the ball 10 times. They'll RPO probably the majority of the game, and then hand the ball off to C-Mac. Get Debo, Ayuk on some jet sweeps. That dude is not throwing the ball down the field. It's like nothing but screens, nothing but. No.
Yeah,
I mean, done, man.
I hope he gets another shot though somewhere else.
He will. He's the number 1 overall pick.
Someone will talk themselves
Number
into
one
it.
overall
Like,
pick. Yeah.
someone will be like, "Hey,
For
look, like he's a disgruntled. He had to work with the Panthers. Like, what? So we gave up a 5th
He
rounder
gets
from
that benefit
fucking-
of the doubt for sure.
Yeah. So Panthers cross off, Chargers frisky. I mean, yeah, Chargers are looking good, 2-0. So at least it looks like Harbaugh's gonna have a winning record at the very least.
Yeah, 10 wins.
10 wins. Well, 9 wins get you a winning record. Let's just see who they got next. They have. Oh, they have the Steelers. That'll be an interesting game. That'll be interesting. In Pittsburgh. Okay, so then let's go. Going down the line. Oh, your team is next. Saints Cowboys. Saints Cowboys. I'm assuming you watched all of that game.
Fortunately, I did not. I worked. I tried my best to pull it up on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I wasn't. I didn't watch.
All right. Well, I'm moving the
majority of
Saints up to playoffs. They were in Frisky last week.
Mm-hmm.
They've scored the most points that they've scored.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
Second year Derek Carr. People say they couldn't do it, and here they are. Here he is. And this Clint Kubiak guy that everyone's been talking about
Is gonna be a head coach next year.
Yeah, hopefully not. Or if that's true, hopefully he just takes over the fucking Saints. But I'm trying to see if I can find like a good.
Came over from the Niners.
Yeah, his
is using Kamara as his CMC.
His dad is Gary Kubiak, head coach of the Broncos when they won those championships. I'm pretty sure. With the Bears, hold on. Anyway, so they're getting Kamara out in space. Kamara's looking as good as he's always looked. I can't honestly. I feel like Kamara's been in my life for a very long time. I don't. Is he like Zeke's age? Is he from Zeke's class? He's like somewhere around there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, he looks good. They're getting him out in space. Derek Carr is standing in the pocket.
He should be used.
Yeah,
They're using
true.
up all of his talents, and that's what happens. They're using him as a CMC, and it's unlocked. It's unlocked him, and they got weapons, dude.
Yeah, they got weapons. They got weapons.
Veteran defense. That's a defense that's been together for a while. I saw Bill Belichick.
Yeah, the defense has always been.
I think it was yesterday. Said that's the oldest and the longest tenured like together team, like a unit in the league right now. Like they've been together the longest.
Oh, nice. Okay, there you go.
That's a good team. That's a good team right there, man.
That's always good. Yeah, the defense has been good for like the past. I feel like the defense has since Breeze has left.
Yeah.
The defense has been the strong suit.
Yeah.
Even when
for
Breeze
sure.
was there actually too. So uh yeah, and then so now that the offense has finally caught up, now that since Breeze is gone, and now that they got Carr, and Carr's, I don't know what happened to Carr. He's people were saying like as long as you can protect him, he should be good because he gets scared and he can't handle the pressure. But and you could say that about the first game, but in yesterday's game, uh no. He took some shots, stood in there, took some shots and delivered the ball on a laser. So yeah, man. Saints looking good. The offense is gonna continue to do what it's doing. I just hope that nothing stupid happens. No one.
Yep.
They play the Eagles, who I
Yeah,
mean,
that should be fun.
the Eagles defense look bad though, so maybe this might be another blowout. We'll see what happens. I don't think the Cowboys have a worse defense than the Eagles do. Do you think so?
No, I think the Cowboys defense is better
Is better, and
on paper.
yeah, and the Eagles are doing questionable things on offense also. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what the fuck.
On the flip side though, as far as my thoughts on my boys,
Oh yeah, go ahead. So
from highlights and comments and post game press conferences that I've seen from Mike McCarthy, Zimmer, reactions from everybody.
yeah,
It looked like, because I did go back and watch highlights and some of these Twitter breakdowns from these people breaking down how our Cowboy defense couldn't defend a basic high school run play, and weren't filling in the correct gaps and stuff like that.
yeah,
It looked like effort. It looked like not ready to play. Classic Cowboys home game, after a big win. That's what it was. They do this every year. They do this every time.
here's a Benjamin.
I'm immune to it.
Here's a Solak tweet. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but the Cowboys need better defensive tackle play and a linebacker who can actually step up into the trees and fit the run. And here's an outside run.
Yeah, it's fundamental stuff from what I'm seeing, and from football experts. But one of the big things from this past week that McCarthy had to answer a question in a press conference
beautiful.
was overshown the linebacker who flashed. I think led the team in tackles in week 1. His snaps went down like, I think, in half, pretty much. So McCarthy's answer to that was they were playing a base defense.
Yeah.
And he's more so a nickel linebacker. He's more in like those 2 linebacker sets instead of 3 linebackers.
Yeah.
But Zimmer was playing more base defense, and that's why he wasn't on the field as much. The guy who led our team in tackles in week 1 didn't play as much. And apparently Zimmer didn't think to make an adjustment or something, or Mike McCarthy wasn't thinking about making an adjustment. I don't know. Maybe when the scores a little bit close.
I mean, yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying.
Zimmer, let's make an adjustment here.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so and so linebacker isn't getting it done in our base. Hey, Overshown, you led our team in tackles week 1. Get your butt out there and make a tackle, because none of these other linebackers are making tackles.
Yeah.
I don't know how that.
I mean, and I think you need speed, like,
Exactly, and that dude flashed week 1 with speed.
Yeah.
His clip went viral, getting a sack, running past Michael Parsons to get a sack on Deshaun Watson. That clip went viral, and homie's not on the field. So
yeah.
I mean, what are we doing right here? So effort. Cowboys do this every time after a big win. They go crazy. The media starts going nuts.
And then
take all over the sports, and then that following week is a dud every time. So
I mean, the Cowboys. I mean, the Saints might just be for
Huge
real.
game
So,
this week.
but who
That
knows?
too.
Maybe
That
the
too.
Saints. Maybe they'll meet again in the playoffs.
That too, but adjustments and effort.
So you can get your lick
overall,
back. You can get your lick back. Don't worry.
That's what makes this weekend huge.
That's what I like about those. You ever watch those like NFL Network? When they go like the 1987 Bears or whatever, and they'll like go through the season of a team that won the Super Bowl that year, and they'll do like the cameos. Have you ever watched those?
No.
Oh, they're so good. Anyway, so they go through the whole season week by week, and they do cameos of all the players, and they'll be like, "Yeah, we lost to them in week 15, but we knew we'd see them again in the playoffs." And then it goes to like, then it cuts forward to like, you know, semifinals or whatever, the wild card weekend, Giants versus the fucking whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so that's I mean, Saints look like they can make playoffs. Your team, you know, I think with the destruction of fucking the other two teams in your division, I'm not gonna move you guys. I think, like you said, the Saints might just be for real, and the Cowboys might just have been caught lacking after week 1 overreaction. So we'll keep them in playoffs.
That's fine.
But this is mostly because the Eagles also lost. Well, not mostly, but I would say this is also because the Eagles also lost, and the Eagles did not look too hot. Yeah, and then what's the other teams in your division? I'm already fucking forgetting. Of course.
And Commanders.
Yes, exactly. Then the two teams are duds. So.
Yeah, get the Giant. You can put the Giants in cross off already.
Yeah, let's put the Giants in cross off. Okay, so let's Bucks Lions. I did not watch much of that game. I was too busy watching the Raider game, but Bucks beat the Lions. 20-16. What I did find out was that Jared Goff threw the ball 55 times. This team won against the Rams in overtime, running the ball over and over again until they scored a touchdown. Why they're not also running the ball against a team that, I mean, the game I think was 20-16. Pretty. Let's see.
They threw it 55 times because the Bucks D line is one of the best in the league, and they have the most depleted secondary in the league as well. So I could understand throwing it 55 times. The real thing coming out of this game was Dan Campbell going for it in his own, I don't know what, fake punt or something like that.
Yeah, but they got it, no? No, I thought they did get it.
No. He came out after, or he made some decisions during this game and said the loss was on him for the decisions he made as a coach, and he let the team down. So
these turnover on downs right here.
That's the story of this game right here. That's the story.
4th and 8 at Tampa Bay 11. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you kick that. But I mean, yeah, this is in the fourth quarter. So you kick these two. You kick these two, and you win by what? 2 points. I still think you got to run the ball more, dude. Throwing the ball 55 times. I mean, that's their strength, right? Isn't their strength running the ball, regardless if you're playing against a team with a good defensive line? I think you keep running the ball because that's your strength. That's like your identity. You know what I mean? And even if it's like, even if it's not really working or whatever, I mean, 13 carries, 84 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, that's pretty decent numbers. That's pretty good numbers. And then even if that's not working, you got play action off of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they did that
because the defense came through.
He have 307 yards. He does have 307 yards. So they
2 interceptions.
You're right, but I mean,
it was in the fourth quarter. It's 20-16. Like you can't. No one scored in the fourth quarter.
I'm sure
your defense held them to 20 points. I think. I mean, if Dan Campbell's taking responsibility for the L, I mean, yeah, he should. He's the head coach. But also, like, I think the offensive coordinator is like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you're at home too. You're at home. Just run the ball. Like, you. I mean, that's just your bread and butter. It showed the week prior, and there's no reason to give up on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Ravens and the Chiefs in the playoffs the year before. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean the Lions. I mean, that's just I'm gonna keep them where they were, but that was just a weird loss. But I'm the Bucks. I mean, and that's the thing too. The Bucks have a good defensive coordinator. Like they have Todd Bowles, their head coach, is like, he's no joke. You know what I mean? He's good. Like Todd Bowles is Super Bowl
the defense is
defensive
good as
coordinator.
well. When
Yeah.
they're healthy. So.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a weird one. And then going
Colts Packers.
I think we got too much. I think all of us praised Anthony Richardson too much the week before, and he did not look too good this week around. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to play against Malik Willis, someone who couldn't throw the ball last year on the Titans. Like, he literally could not throw the ball. And then, I guess the Packers, the Colts defense was just not stacking the box. They were also in their base defense, like you said, the Cowboys were. And the Packers, let's see, 32 carries for Josh Jacobs, 151 yards. Malik Willis had 6 carries, 41 yards, and I think that's it. These guys are all. Oh, Marshawn Lloyd, 6 carries for 15 yards. And I'm sure these Malik Willis passes were all screens and checkdowns and shit like that. This I mean, this is the formula. Like, if you don't have a quarterback and this is what you have to do, then that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? And yeah, the Colts were not. They were just not playing good defense. They were.
That's what Green Bay's coming in here to do, and
yeah,
like
that Malik Willis couldn't throw the ball. Like, he can't throw the ball. So just.
Oh, did you see the reason why he didn't throw that ball?
No.
If you go back, I'm sure it's on Twitter. But
you're talking about
the center throws up on the ball.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, when he handed it off, is like, and Matt LaFleur was even like, I mean, never heard that before, but I mean,
he's like, why didn't you throw it? And he's like, there was vomit on it or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess Josh Jacobs had gloves that say "Who cares?" Because it's like, who cares how we win as long as we win, and if we gotta fucking run the ball 32 times. Then fuck it, we're running the ball 32 times.
Oh yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, I mean, and
I'm sure he'd have it like that every week if he could.
But yeah, so I mean, they're getting it done, dude, and I mean, again, good coaches do what's necessary to put their team in a position to win. That's exactly what they did. It's not looking good for the Colts, being 0-2. I think a lot of people had high praises for them making the playoffs. I think they're just going to be a frisky team, and they're going to have to figure some shit out. But actually, I'll put them in fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Put them in fun, and the Packers.
Because I do think the Colts are a good team.
I think the. Let's go to this.
The Colts are a good team, man.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're well coached. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they can.
The Packers have the Titans. So if they beat the Titans but lose to the Vikings and get Love back for the Rams, I think they'll be fine. And actually, the Rams might even be W because they have no one. You know what I mean? They're gonna start having tryouts. Like everybody's getting hurt.
Yeah, they're hurt. Yeah.
So honestly, I'm gonna just put Packers back in playoffs because I'm having high hopes here. And the Colts, yeah, they're fun. Like you were saying, they have good court. I mean, they have a project. Yeah, like this is. I saw someone tweet like, people say they liked the Anthony Richardson pick because he's like a fun experiment and he's very raw, and then get mad when he's like throwing interceptions and sucking. And it's like, yeah, I mean that's exactly. I mean, yeah, they're right. I think the Colts knew that when they drafted him, he was gonna be very raw and like he was gonna. He only played 4 games last year, so this is what his 6th game.
Yeah. You also have to take that into account as well. This dude hasn't played that much football. So, yeah. He deserves the time.
Yeah, there's no expectations on the Colts this year, but to just develop the quarterback. So as long as they're doing that and they can, you know, I mean, I don't know. That'll be fun. Hopefully we get more highlights of Richardson throwing bombs to fucking his receivers or whatever. Let's see. Down the line. Trying to think of all the 10 a.m. games.
49ers, it goes in order.
Is it? Oh, okay. Oh, Browns Jaguars is next. Deshaun Watson played a lot better. I think this is more on the Jags.
Yeah, I think Peterson's is in the hot seat.
And we've been saying
he might not make it through this season, man.
We've all been saying for a long time. Everyone, I don't know for all of us, but everyone's kind of been saying that he's like somewhat of a fraud.
Yeah, once they were slipping last year it kind of got loud a little bit.
Yeah. So I mean, they just looked really bad, and it's making Lawrence look bad too, which I do think he's obviously he's a 1-1, and I don't think they're gonna bench him or anything, but I do think you have to fire the coach. Like Lawrence has flashes of doing great shit.
Have to.
So it's the coach. It's gonna land on the coach, and yeah, I think for the Colts for the Jags, it's looking dire. They got the Bills coming up red hot, and then they got the Texans who are but still. If they lose to the Colts, that's like he gets fired if they lose to the Colts.
Oh yeah, that'll be the game.
It'll be this one or Bears.
If he starts 0-5, he's done.
Let's see what first coach fired looks like. Josh McDaniels was the first NFL coach fired in 2023. He was removed as head coach of the Las Vegas on November 1st, just after 8 games on his second season. Anyway, here are our latest odds. Yeah, so.
Dude, he's not even on the list. Peterson's not even on the list. Oh, that's trash.
When did they make this? When was this updated? Is it yesterday?
Oh, that's trash.
No, we're leaving this one. I'm not gonna go based off some.
There's no way. Mike McCarthy, yes, I love that. Would have been great.
FanDuel? Is that what we use? FanDuel?
Yeah. FanDuel, we'll take a little deal.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I gotta use a VPN. Let's do first coach fired. They have to have it, right? Come on. Coach. Nothing turns up. Okay.
Yeah, Dougie Doug got to be in there, bro.
He has to be first. I don't know why Dable would be first.
Yeah, he's got to be first.
Dable was like legitimately upset when they fucking didn't draft a quarterback, and were like gonna be stuck with fucking.
I promise you, he was legitimately upset when they gave him $40 million a year. I promise you.
Yeah.
Deep down in that gut, which is gone now.
Just gone now. Yeah, he's looking hot now.
He looks good now. But when he did have that gut, I promise you.
That's where all his.
That's
okay.
why he got rid of it.
This was this is August 28th, so this is already like 3 weeks old. McCarthy's first. This is before the season. Then Jet, then Sala, then Dennis, then Dable, Eberflus, Bowles, McDermott, Sirianni, Tomlin, Doug Peterson, 10.
I don't understand how he's not top 5.
Peterson, who led the Jaguars for 9 records, his first 2 seasons with the team. The first year was an impressive feat as he quickly brushed off the stink of the Urban Meyer debacle and turned Jackson into a fiction offense. Okay.
Yeah, 1 in
Technically,
5
yes.
last 6 games. Yeah, he was already on the. He was already on the hot seat, man.
This
How
is
he
now.
not top 5 at least?
This is now 1-7.
Mhm.
And then again, Khan's experience with Mayer may help to stick around. Khan may not want to dip into the unknown again if he can help it, so Peterson likely has the longest leash among the tier of coaches. Oh, that's why. Literally, Urban Meyer is still the reason why he still has a job. He could still have a job. Still have a job. I guess that makes sense. Whatever.
If Bill Belichick wasn't making so much damn money this year, his first year out of football, he would in a heartbeat go get that Jags job.
Yeah, it's like sunny. It's nice.
In a heartbeat.
The weather's
dude.
nice.
If he didn't have so much money,
Yeah, if he wasn't fucking a 24-year-old that convinced him to like stop playing.
Fair enough. He would get that job in a heartbeat, bro. You have a quarterback already, a franchise quarterback, a franchise running back. You get a solid receiver that could be the future. You got all 3 you need on offense. What are we
If he
talking
wasn't
about?
sucking and fucking a 24-year-old, let's see. She went to cosmetology school. No, but wasn't there like a report that she legit was like?
Oh,
hold on.
Too. Wow.
Nice. She was reportedly on a flight. This is interesting. A fight when they were seated next to each other on a flight from Boston to Florida. Look at this. Thanks for giving me a course on logic. All right, big.
Bill got that riz, man.
He got the Riz. Where the fuck?
Look, I've been watching a lot of Bill Belichick, Michael Lombardi. Dude, this guy. I love hearing these guys talk football. It's nuts. Bill Belichick next season may be the Jaguars head coach, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's set. There's all the pieces you need are there.
I agree. That works there. I feel like their defense is also like pretty decent. I mean, they got players. They got that Josh Allen guy.
Mm-hmm.
Washington, I'm gonna put them down here. We're gonna talk about Washington. Oh, quick note on. We'll talk about that later. Oh my god, I'm gonna bring these down here because I just want to whatever. Because I do want to talk about this game. I feel like Giants should have won, but anyway, we'll go to that later. So yeah, Jags, Belichick. I mean, that's a hot. I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe they know something we don't know. Dennis Allen. This is all before the season. This is all before the season. Oh no, this is 5 days ago.
Top 3 there. That might be 1 or 2 now.
Yeah. Damn.
Unbelievable.
They got Pierce here. Okay. So yeah, they lost. Who did they play? I'm already forgetting. The Browns. Browns defense is good. Deshaun actually played better. I don't think he was that good.
Category, bro.
Yeah. 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 I mean, because honestly, Deshaun just has to be decent, man. Their defense is so good.
They're in the same division as
they play the Giants next, and then they play my shitty Raiders. Actually, the Raiders might be down. But the Ravens and I mean, they have a better record than them. Look, Bengals and Ravens 0-2, 1-1, 2-0. They were able to do it last year. They
don't have Joe Flacco this year, man.
I kind of want to put them in the Bengals category.
Hey, you can put them there. That's fine too.
Should I just make this a? Nah.
Nah. Take the Browns out of there. Let's be honest.
But they're not
Bengals
even
have a better
fun.
chance of making a push than the Browns, so the Browns can go back where they were. Next.
Hold on. Let's just do this real quick. All right, they're 1-1, so they beat the Giants.
How do we know they beat the Giants? They're terrible, man.
The Browns?
Yeah, Myles Garrett gets a
Yeah,
six and,
like
like, a
they're at
strip sack.
least like they beat the
Taken
Giants.
for a return. Okay, fine.
They lose to the Raiders. I don't know. It's in Vegas. I have no idea. They play the Commanders. Maybe the Eagles suck. Saints, Chargers. I mean, yeah.
I hate this game. No, they're not.
Okay, yeah, they got the Chiefs. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, no, you're right. They have a harder schedule than last year because last year they weren't in what were they, second place schedule?
Last year they had Joe Flacco too.
They were like in a fourth place schedule last year or third place schedule. Yeah, we'll put them down here. I mean, maybe Deshaun Foot. I don't know. I'll put them next to the Raiders. They're somewhat in the same boat.
Niners Vikings. Biggest
Niners
upset of the
Vikings.
week.
Biggest upset of the week. Did you lose your survivor on that?
No, I actually had the Colts beating the Packers.
Ah,
The Colts to get it done, but
that's awesome. I had the Niners. I had the Niners on that one. Niners.
That was my next choice. I actually, I would have been screwed either way.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad we both lost. That we were in the same boat. Let's see. Well, once again,
Why is Aaron Jones getting the ball 9 times only?
here is Devin McCourty talking about
Clip, but
Brian
Brock Purdy
Florence.
goes up after the game, says your game plan was crazy. He's like the most aggressive guy in football right now. And one thing, and I was talking to a couple people this morning about it. One thing about Flo and what he's built
Should have been the
there in
Raiders
Minnesota,
quarterback. I mean, the Raiders head
2-0
coach.
Minnesota Vikings,
But no, we
is
picked
that he
fucking
knows
Josh McDaniels.
Not only what scheme to run, but he went out and signed a bunch of guys who fit his system to a T. Andrew Van Ginkel, guys like that. This feels like something special maybe on the defensive side of the ball in Minnesota.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is the way he left Miami had people thinking about the way he treated guys. And I ran into Harrison Phillips in the offseason, defensive tackle for the Vikings.
So, for the thousands of people that are watching that probably don't know what he's talking about, he was the head coach of the Dolphins at the time when they were tanking, and the owner was literally making him tank. And he kind of told him, like, you're only here to tank, and then I'm firing you. Like, he kind of knew that was the deal. So, and then they ended up drafting Tua, and he straight up was telling Tua, like, you suck, you're not good, like, we shouldn't even be drafting you. Yeah, he wanted Herbert, right? Was that what it was? He wanted Herbert? Yeah.
Yep.
So he's like talking mad shit, and then they ended up firing him. Anyway, after that, Brian Flores sued the NFL because he was trying to get a job, and obviously, I mean, DEI, they have, what is it called? The Rooney Rule?
Yeah. Yep. Rooney Rule.
And he was applying to jobs, and he was not hearing back. Like, it's just, he wasn't even getting like proper interviews. I think he had an interview with the Giants, and someone told Bill Belichick that Brian got the job. So Belichick texted Brian Flores, thinking Brian Flores got the job instead of Brian Daboll, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" So I don't think Flores had even had the interview yet, right? So he's like, "What? How did, like, I haven't even, I meet with them tomorrow or something." So like, just, you know, classic, like, just racism bullshit happening in the fucking whatever the politics that goes on between fucking head coaches and owners and whatever the fuck, right? So yeah, so that's what he was talking about when he said the way he treated guys in Miami.
and he was like, Flo should be a head coach. Like he went on and on and on about Brian Flores, the coach and the man, and obviously spent a lot of time with him. And what I love about his scheme is once you get to know him, it's him. It's aggressive. It's punch you in the face. He has that New York style of I'm going to be here. We're going to make it hard for you. 2018, when he was our coordinator in New England, that's what we did. It was a lot of blitz zero. It was man to man. It was in your face. And Minnesota now, and I think his time in Pittsburgh, he talked about even with the Pittsburgh Panthers of spending time with Narduzzi, the head coach of the Panthers, and talking about different schemes. And then obviously the schemes with Mike Tomlin of now it's not just in your face man to man, it's pressure with cover two behind it, with zone, like it's so many different things. And you can tell Brock Purdy probably all week spent a lot of time on all these different looks and then got to the game on Sunday and it was some brand new looks he still didn't see. And that's the joy of playing in a Brian Flores defense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got to. Yep.
Here's Brock Purdy, what he was talking about, what Brock Purdy was telling. Your scheme is crazy, he tells him. That's what he was referring to.
That's nuts. I'm glad they clipped that. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, I mean, I think Brian Flores last year had like the craziest blitz rate out of like any defensive core.
Right.
Last year, right? That's what it was, like the running thing. Every week they would check it. So yeah, he blitzes a lot. He just disguises a lot of shit. I mean, he's a Bill Belichick. He's a Bill Belichick disciple. Yeah, there you go. And honestly, in my opinion, the best one to come out. And I mean, who's true disciples of his that have even been good? I mean, Matt Patricia kind of went to the Lions and like was a bust. Yeah. The fucking other guy is the Jets guy. That's a creep, a super crazy guy that got fired. I forgot his name.
Bill O'Brien might be up there, but
oh yeah, Bill O'Brien's one of them.
That's not saying much though.
Yeah, I mean he took the that's his competition because he took the Texans to the championship.
Yeah,
with Matt Schaub, right?
Brian, no, Deshaun.
Oh, Deshaun, yes. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, with Deshaun, you're right. So yeah, that would be his competition.
Though.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Everyone else has been sorry. You know that. First-hand experience.
Well, yeah. I mean, Vikings are. I mean that, and then I mean find the. I guess just once a week we're gonna have We're gonna have just a sick ass 80-yard bomb or 60+ yard bomb, and Darnold had one too. It's not even on here. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. This is a crazy angle. "97 yards.
See that referee going viral?
Yeah.
On that play?
The ref was like, somebody was like, the fucking ref is outrunning our safeties or something like that. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, Sam Darnold, like, again, coaching matters, man. Sam Darnold was a fucking, like, a top 10 pick, and he looked like his career was over. And a lot of people were saying before the year started, Sam Darnold resurrection year, and some people were like hell nah, and some people were like hell yeah, and here we are. And we're still in time for the rope-a-dope, you know what I mean? I mean, they're 2-0. They might still end up going 4-13. So like, who knows? But I'm a big Sam Darnold guy because he went to USC, and for the longest, it looked like he was going to be the best chance at like a good USC quarterback. But now we have Caleb, so. But yeah, it would still be nice if he did good. So, for the Vikings, 2-0. beating up with. I mean, if that defense is going to be that good, let's see what their next couple games are. I mean, I'm. They got the Texans who look shaky these past 2 weeks, and then they got the Packers, and then they got the Jets. So they still got to go through a gauntlet here. This isn't.
Their first game right now. Just off of 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll put them right under. Yeah, Sam Darnold could still fuck us. I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? But I'll put them in front of the Chargers.
And then the
Washington.
Niners got to be.
Oh shit, the Niners.
What? No doubt. We
Yeah.
gotta bump them down one.
That last week they were in a Super Bowl, I think.
Super Bowl, but now with the Christian McCaffrey questions, yeah, I don't know.
I think they're making the playoffs, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Because the Rams, if you look around, the Rams
We gotta
are.
strip them of that Super Bowl though.
Yeah, we'll strip them. We'll strip them of one. Washington. I hate that there was 10 games in the morning and then 3 games in the afternoon. That's so annoying. Washington, New York. If you didn't watch it, you didn't have to watch it. What I will say is that the New York kicker got hurt, so they didn't have a kicker. And if they had a kicker, Giants would have won. But Neighbors look good. Neighbors had a lot of catches. Neighbors had a lot of targets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the recipe, man.
You better.
Neighbors nominated for Rookie of the Week after becoming U.S. player ever with 10 plus receptions, 100 receiving yards, and a touchdown catch. And that's all I'll say about that. So they should have won, but they didn't because they didn't have a kicker.
One quick thing on the commies.
Oh god, this is 27 targets.
After the first 2 weeks, everyone, all the analysts, Bill Belichick's, all these guys, Jaden Daniels is the best. Has looked the best. That's not saying much, but has been the best these first 2 weeks.
Oh,
yeah. He is the only one that has had a resemblance of a running game, though, and that's what Bill Belichick is saying. The reason to that is all the other rookie quarterbacks don't have that. Don't have as much of a running game as Washington does, and that's what's helped.
Yeah. I agree.
Jaden Daniels, let's go.
Yeah, that's good. I'm LSU, stand up. Broncos Steelers, another morning game. I mean, where do we have Steelers next week? I think we're just gonna have to keep them where we had them. They might be the friskiest team. They're I want to put them in playoffs, but let's just put them here for now.
Mm-hmm.
Should I make a winning record? I feel like we should make a winning record category, and it's like I know for a fact they're gonna have a winning record. I just don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Tomlin's never not had a winning record.
They're fun to watch though. They're
but they might actually make the playoffs. So like, cause they are leading the division. So let's just
So later in the year we'll bump them up one.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes. The Broncos, the Broncos are who I thought they were, and Bo Nix is who I thought he was, and I mean I don't know.
He needs a run game. That's what it comes down to, man.
Yeah, they're down here.
Give him a running back. Give Sean Payton a running back.
I mean, they have Javonte Williams. Isn't he supposed to be good?
Yeah, he had 11 attempts. He had 11 attempts, 17 yards. That's not gonna get done.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Bo Nix was the leading rusher, 25. No.
Jets, Titans down here. I guess Will Levis. See, look, when I had a fascination with Will Levis, it was
that run only lasted.
That fascination, I didn't know what it was. I just knew I was fascinated, and
it was the mayonnaise. It was the mayonnaise that intrigued you.
And yeah, like here, let me see if I can find. what I want to find. Let's see if you could do. So Will Levis is on a generational run right now. I can't wait for week 3. So this is week 1. After throwing an interception down the line, a pick 6 for no reason. You could have. Bill Belichick said it best. You could have just thrown away. You're making stupid plays. And then he did it again, where he throws a backward pass in midair, causes a fumble. I don't know if it was a scoop and score, but they did lose the possession. This is like at the 10-yard line too.
That was on their own. Yeah, that was like right
They were like
to their own end zone.
Yeah, they were gonna get either if they weren't gonna get the first down or the touchdown, they were at least gonna get points. And his leg. This is just a hilarious picture. I don't even know. Like if you look at this fast enough, you could, it's like, is this even his legs? Like what is this?
Or is he laying down on the?
Yeah, like is he exactly? Is he laying down? Like I don't know. But yeah, it might be a lost cause. This until Will Levis figures out to stop being a dumbass.
One more week, they might be in cross off.
Yeah, I'll put them in fun actually. Let's put them in fun because this is just fun. I mean, they were in that game too.
Will Levis stupid plays.
Yeah. I mean, this is the second week they lose by 1 possession. They 17-24 lost to the Jets. I mean, there was a clip of Brian Callahan straight up being like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
yep.
So I don't know. Maybe he'll get benched. I don't know what's gonna happen there. But the Jets. Last week we had them in Frisky. I think we'll put them in Frisky. We'll put them.
Yeah, they're still Frisky.
We'll put them here. Rodgers looked better than he did the first week, and they were still kind of stagnant.
It looks like they got a two-headed
times.
monster. Looks like they have a two-headed monster in that backfield, though.
Yeah, that's annoying. Why the fuck did the backup get all the touchdowns? That's fucking annoying. But yeah, so that's good. I mean, the Titans might be a cross off eventually. So let's see. Based off what we know about the Jets and them being 1-1, they got the Patriots coming up next. Oh, on Thursday night. That's 2 nights. Might throw some action on that. That'd be fun. Throw some action on that. That's gonna be a good game. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Okay. They got the Jets, Broncos, Vikings. I mean, honestly, Rodgers might die if he gets sacked a bunch by the Vikings. And then they got the Bills, Steelers.
That's overseas, 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be. Yep.
All right. Very nice. Patriots, Seahawks. Patriots, same thing. Look good. Look decent. Seahawks, the week before, played against the Broncos. Offense looked stagnant, and then eventually started playing good. It looks like they were having a lot of problems against the Patriots. Patriots, same thing, always having a good defense. I'm going to put them next to... So these 3 teams here are the good defense. Should I make another category? Good defense, shaky offense teams.
Good defense and no offense.
I might just make another one. Oh no. Should I just put good D? I'll just say all D. So that's the all D team. The Seahawks look good. Well, actually, they didn't look good, but they won. So, but again, they got Rams are going bad. 49ers are trending down. Let's see if they can stay healthy. And the Cardinals won. So, I mean, they're still frisky. Yeah, we're gonna keep them in frisky. But we gotta see more. Put them put them over here. Cards killed the Rams. Kyler Murray came through. 1-1. I'm putting them in front of put them in front of the Jets, but behind the Vikings. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a fucking breakout game after everyone was talking shit. That him and Kyler had beef or some shit.
Yeah, Kyler's an idiot after the first week. He had to come back and feed Marvin game 2.
Yeah, I mean, dude, within the first like 5 minutes, this game was over, dude. This was a blowout quick.
Looking deep for Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the end zone. Touchdown again.
This ain't even the best one, though. Where the fuck am I go? I'm sure they got the other one. Oh, this is hard. This is the one that I wanted.
Yeah, that was the other one. Like that.
Murray with time. Fires. Deep middle end zone for Harrison. And Harrison made the catch and got his feet down.
That's so nice.
First NFL score for
Marvin Harrison Jr. Played for his dad played for the Colts with the Peyton Manning. Trey McBride. I mean, this offense is good. I mean, they need to be tested more. They could have beat the Bills. Kind of fucked up on their play late in the game. So we'll just see what happens. I like them frisky. Rams.
They might be down there, man. With the Broncos.
You don't think McVay?
After 2 weeks, they are right there with the Broncos.
Oh, they're 0-2, huh?
2-week reaction.
Yeah.
They're 0-2. Okay.
Hurt.
Falcons, Eagles, Bengals, Chiefs. Okay, yeah. Let's do Chiefs, Bengals. Chiefs won again. So this game, do you watch the Chiefs game? You watched most of the Chiefs game?
Yeah, I'll watch all this.
Towards the end there, I feel like the Bengals kind of fucked up. They had was it like a penalty? I'm already like forgetting what happened.
The PI at the end?
Was it a PI? Oh yes, that's what it was. No, but didn't the Bengals have the ball and they settled for 3, or he threw a pick, or you know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna go Chiefs versus Bengals. Watch the highlights.
And it's Connor. Second and 5. Wide open. Rice to the 42.
Here comes the motion by Kelsey. You're going to know he's going to go down. You see these manner zone. Get him going up the field.
Oh, this is a PI, huh?
Mahomes. Flag is down in the offensive backfield as Rice makes the catch. But we'll check the flag.
Could almost single-handedly have won this game.
Good use of the hands of the face. Number 64 of the offense. Oh my goodness, Morris.
That's the funny part about the
That's
People,
against
oh,
Hendrickson
it's all
again.
about
How many
the
drives
Chiefs
has he
winning.
ended today by
Yeah.
himself or put him in a hole?
This literally happened the play before.
You saw the hands to the face right there.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Back up and under.
3 rushing.
4th and 16.
Here he's coming up. Now he's going laterally. He's going to throw it on the run, and it's broken up, and there's no flag. Home flag comes in late. A flag comes in late. Bull. He's there early. Yep. Chiefs territory.
I think I'm low-key a Chiefs fan, bro.
Play by Anthony.
Away from Drew Tranquil.
Patrick Mahomes is my favorite player to watch.
7. There he is. Darts ahead to the first.
I don't know how he could not be anyone else's.
1st and 20 now.
Favorite player to watch. You know?
Yeah, dude, it's satisfying to watch him.
Good set.
Flag on check.
1 or 2 calls, but we're going to play on.
Get on the hold. Lead change. Somebody jump early. No flag by Kelce, but I think it's coming back because Kelce takes off. Kelce fakes the
It's a good game, though. I think the Bengals are right there.
Touchdown. Here it is 3rd and 20 to Rice. Smith-Schuster. Most receiving yards in 3 years is Brown.
I'm trying to find. There was something here that fucking pissed me off.
And bring someone over here.
3rd and 6. Pressure. They got the sack. And it's Connor.
I forgot what it was.
Spags defense was that was huge right there. Now Bengals are right there though, dude.
But yeah, I mean they're also 0-2, so I mean they go back to the Bengals. But it's I mean they looked a lot better this week than they did obviously the week before because they played the Pats and the Pats fucking beat them. But they got the Commanders, they got the Panthers, so they go back to being 2-2.
Warm-up games, it's huge.
And then they got Ravens, Bengals, Giant. Yeah, I mean, even if they lose this Ravens game, yeah, they're gonna be floating around. So we'll see. Bears, Texans. It was a close game. There was a touchdown pass that Caleb threw to Odunze that hit him right in the hands that he missed. That was frustrating because that's their other 1st-round pick. And you would hope that motherfuckers would catch shit that hits their hands, but let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, story of this game.
I mean, so the Bears defense is a lot better than we thought because the Bears won the first week off pretty much defense because Caleb had like 100 yards passing. And then they looked pretty good against the Texans.
I think going into the season, any of the Bears defense wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
They got good guys over there, but what I was gonna say, this first pick in this next draft needs to be on the O-line, man. Caleb had no time to throw.
Yeah, he was getting smacked up
for his life.
He was getting
7
smacked
sacks.
up.
He was sacked 7 times, bro.
Yeah, and then
that's not. What do you want your rookie quarterback to do when he's getting pummeled?
So CJ talked to him after the game, and I guess another soundbite.
Learn from those mistakes, and everything that you got, bro, is in you already, bro. You're gonna be a hell of a player in this league. Yeah. All right, boy. Appreciate it. For sure. Good job out there, bro. Yeah. Hey.
CJ's the greatest. I love CJ so much.
Like what he said, stop taking those hits.
Yeah.
A couple of those.
He could have just. Some of them hiked and he was getting smacked. Yeah.
But some of those are self-inflicted, which is quarterbacks who go off schedule a lot. That's gonna happen. But it's the same kind of problem with Shador. He does the same thing, extends play, stuff like that. You're gonna get sacks like that. I get it, but just a little too often. Obviously, sometimes may be the issue. But yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb
Yeah, if he has time back there and he's able to process his reads, I think he could, you know, he can be who we think he's supposed to be. Until then, yeah, this is what it's gonna be like. 7 sacks. Mm-mm. You can't do
Yeah.
nothing with that, bro. No run game. I mean, yeah.
Texans got the Vikings coming up. Oh, this is gonna be a good ass game. Especially because the Texans only scored 19. I'm trying to find this a Doomsday drop ball that I think would have. I mean, they could have stole the game. Got to make that catch. Texans. Where do you want to put the Texans?
No doubters.
No doubters? Okay, good. I also feel the same. Bears, they're just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Or should we put them in all D?
No, they're fun.
Okay. Yeah, because I got Caleb. Last night's game. I watched most of it, but I for sure watched the last drive. What's your take on the whole 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 3 or whatever?
The Saquon, right?
The Saquon pass.
Yeah. I have no problem with that call. I mean, I get it. So Saquon catches that 9 times out of 10 as well. So it is.
I mean, so do you think they should kick the field goal, or do you think they should have went for it again?
Okay, no, take the points. Take the points.
So I saw a stat that like they were on every run play where they needed 5 yards or less, they got like 10, 12, 17, like crazy, right? Like this is like one of the best running teams, right? You would say the Lions, Eagles have best offensive lines. Lions, Eagles, Niners. Your team probably, my team. No, not really my team.
No.
But your team, right? Offensive line, good offensive line. Decent, whatever. Point being, they should have just ran. You don't think they should have just ran the ball? They're up 3, a minute 46 left. You know, you're trying to kill clock.
Not on 4th and 3.
It's 3rd and 3.
No. I'm saying. No, I'm talking about. I'm saying Saquon catches that ball 9 times out of 10. So on 4th and 3, you take those points.
On 4th and 3.
What's your question?
I just don't like passing the ball here. And if you're gonna do this,
and the reasoning though, look at all of the Falcons D line and linebackers crash down. That was a perfect play call because they're expecting you to run. Saquon catches that 9 times out of 10.
Let me see if I can find what I was looking for. But even if you run the ball, then time comes off the clock.
But run that play. Play it.
No, let me.
It's a perfect play call. Man. That happens. That's 9 times out of 10.
But that's exactly why you don't run that. Cause like, even if you have Jerry Rice back there, like the odds of him dropping the ball, like it puts you in this fucked position. Like, you kind of guarantee they don't have any timeouts. Like the Falcons have no timeouts. You run the ball.
Exactly. That's where you take the points, and you're thinking you're chilling.
And you run the. Okay. Do you know how the game ends? Do you remember what the final score was? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you run the ball, and even if it's 4th and 1, then you tush push. Like, isn't that your whole thing, the tush push? Like, even if you only get like half of it, then you get the other half on the second time you run it. And then if you go for it on 4th and 1, and they stuff you again, Then they have to go. What yard are they at? Like at the 7. Then they have to go 90 yards.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's 2020, dude. I get it. I get it. But I'm not.
This is a wrong play. This is
I'm not
this
gonna
is
bash.
completely a L on the head coach, on whoever called this play. It's a L.
Well, Kellen Moore, I totally understand, and that's shit. Look, we're not. The point is, we're not talking about this. Saquon catches that. Game's over. Saquon and what a genius Kellen Moore is. That's just how it goes.
I just don't think that. Okay, well, I was seeing something about Sirianni made this call to go for this. Supposedly Sirianni was the one who was like pressuring Kellen Moore to do this. Is where I forgot where I saw that, but heard that somewhere. I'm gonna play the rest of this clip.
Wow. Ooh. They had it.
He listened. Jalen watched what Matt Ryan said. He said, I'm running that play again. I'm going to give him the perfect throw. Front shoulder, like Matt said, get it out in front.
Wow. Wow.
It's why you don't throw, though.
I mean,
that's why you don't throw.
It is why you don't throw, but
But
it was a perfect call.
Perfect call.
It's just if you're playing the probabilities of something, it's like, why go with the riskier call? Just go with the better call. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like
that's a high percentage play, though. What are you talking about?
But
Look
it's
how
but
open
it's
he is. That's
but
a
he
high
dropped it.
percentage call.
But he
He
dropped it.
knows-
Clearly
they
it's
know
not.
what we're doing.
Clearly it's not, because he dropped it.
Andy,
And
if
then
that happened, if
it's
they run
not
that
a
play 10
running
times,
play.
how many
A
times-
running play
Andy,
is
run that
more
play 10 times,
100%.
How many times Saquon catching that?
He
If they
yeah,
run that play
exactly,
10 times, how
exactly,
many times is Saquon catching that?
exactly. But he didn't
So
though.
what are you saying?
But he didn't, and they lost the game because of it.
And it happens.
Like, okay, this is a thing. This is another thing. So let's say they do go for it.
I
They
understand
run.
both sides. I definitely.
I just this is why I don't think the Eagles are gonna are gonna be good. Like, if it's
But I don't think
the Eagles are. I think the Cowboys are gonna be the first, and I think the Eagles are gonna fall off if they continue to do this. Because this is just this is a continuation.
In Detroit is way more stupider than this right here. This is way more understandable than the stuff Dan Campbell is doing in Detroit, and that's costing them games. I'm not gonna kill Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni for this. I'd rather. It's way more egregious.
Dan Campbell was in the NFC.
Campbell.
I know, but I think that's a different type of stupidity.
Fair, and the Eagles were in the Super Bowl like 2 years ago.
Let's see.
Same coach.
Where was Okay, so they lost 9-32. Then they lost to the Giants. Then they lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Then they lost to the Giants again. Was this the one where Drew Lock?
No.
No.
What are you doing here?
This one's the Drew Lock. This is the Drew Lock one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got smashed. So they beat the Bills. They got smashed. This is the one where the so it's literally ever since the security guard got like kicked out of the game. Wasn't it this game?
Yeah, the 49ers Greenlaw. Yep.
Yeah, and then they get smoked by the Cowboys. Then Drew Lock comes back and does something very similar to what Kirk Cousins just did.
Okay.
Then they lose. Then they beat the Giants. Then they lose to the Cardinals.
Yeah, I get it.
So my point is that like this is just like I was like, oh, the Jags are now 1-7 of the past 8 games. The Eagles are now.
You can say the same. You can say the same for the Eagles.
That's why I'm like. So I just like it's if that's like then they got the Saints and the Bucks and the Browns.
Yeah, that's gauntlet right there for sure.
And where did we have them last week? They beat the Packers on neutral grounds. At home on neutral grounds.
Where did we have them?
We had them in playoffs.
Oh yeah, they're out of there now. Put them with the Rams, dude.
Put them with the Rams. Put Put them with the Rams.
Falcons are fun.
Fun. The Falcons, they made Kirk Cousins look. That's just crazy. It's just that defense is a problem. They got a new defensive coordinator. I think they picked up some guys, right? That they're supposed to make their personnel better, and it just.
They're still sorry in the secondary.
Yeah.
They're loaded up front.
They got that rookie Quinyon Mitchell or something. Yeah, it's the same issues.
Secondary's still not good.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, it was looking bad for the Cowboys once they lost to the Saints the way they did. But
literally everyone else lost though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was gonna say. Like now, like after last night's result, it's like it doesn't even matter almost, especially since we know the Saints or now we don't know, but we're assuming that the Saints are gonna be good based off their performances. I can't say the same about the Falcons. So damn, now we have just the Chiefs up in the Super Bowl, and that's that. That's over. That's it. Let me change windows. Screen one, yeah. Let's see what the power rankings. Chiefs are still in first. Texans moved up from fourth to second. This team is ready to contend right away after the running game brought home a victory in the season opener. It was the defense that made a statement in week 2. Okay, cool. Buffalo's 3. Detroit dropped down to 4. Let's see. When Jared Goff signed his contract this summer, the argument for paying him $50 million was focusing on him playing a borderline top 10 quarterback since arriving in Detroit. Yet, though 2-week season, some of Goff's worst tendencies have cropped back up. He struggled when throwing into coverage and has been missing key opportunities for big plays. I believe Detroit was a better team in week 2, a matchup against Tampa Bay, but the offense came up short in the red zone and cost itself points with poor game management. Goff will probably play better in coming weeks, but there won't be a chance he'll be dragging his team instead of lifting it up. Yeah, so Niners, Ravens, Packers moved up to 7. Cowboys dropped to 8. They were 11, then 6, and now they're 8, so that's not too bad. Eagles 9, Bengals 10, Saints 11, Vikings 12, Jets 13, Bears 14. Bears are ahead of the fucking Cardinals, and then the Seahawks 16. That's the top half of the team, and then 17 is the Colts. All right. Close some of these tabs. Tankathon. Cincinnati right now would be in first. Would have the first pick. Then the Colts. Then Titans, Jags, Giants, Carolina, Baltimore. So Carolina 6th pick. That's crazy. Okay. Week 2. Edit. 9. Okay. Fuck, I picked Miami. Or you picked Miami. Damn it, I picked fucking Baltimore. What an idiot. I got Chargers. You got Dallas. Detroit. Fuck, dude. We got so many L's on here. Pittsburgh won, right? Yeah. Kansas City won and Houston won. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. How many do you have? You got
3.
Damn. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 16 games, right? Yeah. Nice. Finally, one of us gets a dub. Time to download the third week. Bitch. No. There's no buy teams, right? Okay, cool. I picked, then you picked. It's my turn again, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Edit. Oh wait. Just take this from here. Where were the Panthers? Oh, fuck, the Raiders play the Panthers. No. They're starting Andy Dalton. But there's no way Andy Dalton beats the Raiders, right? Where is it in?
I don't pick the Raiders, bro. I swear.
Okay, fine. Do that. Alright. Fucking pulling my hair out. Fucking game. Dude, I think I watched so much football on the weekend that my fucking like ass bone, like my tailbone, is like bruised or something. Because it hurts to sit. I'm not even kidding. Because like my couch,
Laying down to watch.
dude, my couches are dog shit. Like I have to like lean all the way down to like be able to rest my head on the back part of it.
Uh-huh.
So like because I'm like slouching so much, like my tailbone is just like I'm like sitting on my tailbone. I'm not really sitting on my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's crazy, dude. I literally have an injury from watching football. All right, go make your pick.
Okay, let's go. Give me the Jets.
Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
You're good, because I don't between that one. Shane Steichen goes 0-3 against Chicago. Ooh, there's a lot of fucking hard games in here. You know what? We were just shitting on Philadelphia. I got my boy Derek Carr. Let's go. I was just shitting on them.
Give me the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Miami. Fuck, does Green Bay beat Tennessee? Come on, Tampa. Beat Denver. They have the tools. Like if they beat the Lions, they have to be riding that high. And then at Denver, at Tampa Bay, there's no way Bo Nix goes there and beats Tampa.
Give me the Bills on Monday.
Good one. Take Cincinnati.
Give me Houston. Give me Texans in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's bold. Arizona, Detroit, Baltimore, Dallas. I'll take Baltimore. Kansas City, that would be the one. Or SF even. SF always beats LA, no? And LA's bagged up. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll do. Give me Indy. Give me Indy. Colts bounce back.
Take Cleveland.
I'm not picking Deshaun Watson, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Giants. But it's your pick, though. Go ahead.
Give me the Lions.
Nice. I'll take SF.
Okay.
Green Bay, dude.
I want to go Harbaugh so bad, but at Pittsburgh is a little too much for me, man.
Yeah.
That might be a little too much for me. Give me the Browns. I like brownies.
I'll take Green Bay. Gotta pick between.
Who am I
Take
picking?
Harbaugh or Justin
Oh,
Fields.
I do have to pick. Give me Harbaugh, man.
Are you feeling good? I'm feeling good. Dallas 1-2.
I feel good about all of them except that last one, Chargers.
Dallas 1-2. New Orleans 3-0. Philadelphia also 1-2. Giants beat the okay. The Giants beat Cleveland. And then Washington. Who's Washington playing? The fuck is it at? Oh, Washington loses to Cincinnati. So it'll be so if the Giants beat Cleveland, but all the other teams lose, every team in the NFC East will be 1-2. I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. You could wake up Monday morning, and that'll be the possibility. Every team will be have one win and one loss or two losses. Alrighty then. Damn, 2 hours and 24 minutes. I didn't realize how long this takes. Okay. Well, that's it, dude. Maybe next week we'll talk about some Dodgers stuff beforehand, because I know Glass now went out. It's done.
Oh yeah.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. 5, 4.